Hey friends, just realized it's been forever since I've been back here in this bedroom and done an update on the dragon, aka Humpback Puffer. This guy's name is Sterling, and I've had him for maybe coming up on 3 years. Came from Dan's Fish, and I had another one named Carrot that was smaller that just periodically didn't do well, and finally the last time she didn't do well, she passed and was in the tank with this one. They were tank mates, but they got along fine. Came from Dan's Fish. Chattanooga Ed had one, and he lost his a while back, and Ginger Graves has one, all from Dan's. He's just had a square of bloodworms, and another square just flew by him, and he'll go over and get that, but he really likes to get them floating on the top as they are ambush predators. This guy's about right at 6 inches long. It's grown a good 2.5 or 3 inches since I got it. They're from Southeast Asia, and they are fully freshwater. Don't need a very big tank despite their size because they're not very active, and they're ambush predators. So it really helps them not to have a 120-gallon tank, for example, to try and wait for something to swim by or crawl by. This guy has always, since day one, been willing, look at that little pouch, hooch, been willing to take bloodworms, and now it hardly waits for them to thaw. It just takes them half thawed and sucks them down. I used to feed them a few at a time in a dropper to it, but it's way too big for that now. It's kind of like a potato with butterfly wings on the sides, and you can probably see those. So it is currently in this tank by itself, and it's really weird, even though it doesn't look that camouflaged. When it's not moving, I sometimes have trouble finding Sterling. Gorgeous, gorgeous patterns on the underside, as well as the lateral sides and dorsal sides. Can't see the tail there. But yeah, just an awesome fish. Mello. Mello's being his silly old self, rolling on the bed. So yeah, he's waiting for me to go by and go on so he can go over and get those bloodworms that just flew by. Never has eaten a fish, except I had some gold laser cories in here that I couldn't find one of them to get out to put when I first put the first 2 puffers in here, and don't you know, they scared it up within seconds and chopped it in 2, and each got half. So I know for sure he's had that. I think Dan fed them live fish when he got them. They were sent to him as a contaminant, or same as saying a wrong order. And so he kept them and put them through his routine and his ritual with antibiotics and quarantine and all that. And of course they were super healthy when Ginger and Ed and I got mine, and still are. Just done great. I do put in some ram's horn snails occasionally, not a whole lot. One nice thing about these guys is they don't have to wear their beak down. It's not like a lot of other puffers. It's not a true hard tooth like beak, and so they don't have to do that. It can tear up some hard things really easy, but it usually just mouths the snails and sucks them out. and leaves the shell intact. Here we go. Just a gorgeous oddball fish, and really not very common in the hobby. I'm sitting on the floor and shakier than usual, so there we go. There's the tail. Just had a water change in here not long ago, and I like to leave most of Sterling's stuff alone. He's got everything just like he wants it in here, contrary to having that awesome cave over there. Rarely goes through there. Rarely. Occasionally sits on top. Got a lot of manzanita wood in here. Some pots. Of course, he's never scratched himself on that in 2 years, 3 years, or I would take it out. And usually just sitting around, usually right in the top of that broken pot, and looks just like that rock when he settles. They definitely do some color change and some matching, but it's very subtle. So yeah, that's the update on Sterling, and I appreciate you stopping in. There we go, he moved down a little. Ed once described these guys as having eyes as large as a kitten, and it really upset him when he lost his. It's not like losing a guppy. Thank you guys, appreciate you taking enough interest to watch. There goes the little hummingbird wings. And I'll get this up. Love y'all. See you in the next one.